Globalists are using the COVID-19 pandemic to usher in a new normal era of contact tracing at the expense of your freedom. I'm Christian Gomez, and you're watching JBS Straight Talk. Globalists everywhere aspire to establish what the late President George H.W. Bush called the New World Order, in which the current international system of separate nation-states is replaced with a one-world government. We see this New World Order coming into existence through the amalgamation of independent nation-states into regional independent customs unions, such as the European Union. In addition to the EU, there's the African Union, the Eurasian Economic Union, ASEAN in Southeast Asia, the Organization of American States, the Pacific Alliance, and Mercosur in South America, the USMCA in North America, and the Free Trade Area of the Asia-Pacific, or FTAAP, that's being proposed by APEC, the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation. So what does any of this have to do with contact tracing here in the United States? Well, for the deep state and their globalist allies abroad seeking to drag the U.S. into their New World Order, it's necessary for them to harmonize or standardize our laws and regulations to those of other countries. So in the name of freeing world trade and fostering regional economic integration, powers that once resided in the people or in the states are unconstitutionally transferred to the federal government and then transferred over to international bodies and authorities. Gradually, our laws and regulations and those of other countries are changed to resemble one another in order to make the merging of nations as seamless as possible. That's how globalists build regional and eventually global governance. And the same is true of our membership in APEC, which also includes Communist China, Vietnam, and Russia, three of the world's largest totalitarian police states that monitor the movements, whereabouts, and associates of its people. For example, the constitutions of the former Soviet Union and the current People's Republic of China grant their respective peoples freedom of religion. Roman Catholic, Protestant, and Orthodox churches can be found in the capital cities of Moscow during the Soviet era and in Beijing today. Theoretically, at any given time, the average citizen can enter into any one of those churches and publicly profess his or her faith in God above the state and denounce the teachings of Marx, Lenin, and Mao. So why didn't or don't most people do this? Because the KGB in the former USSR or Ministry of State Security in China today often observe and take note of who goes in and out of these facade churches. Communist governments mastered the art of what we now call contact tracing long before COVID-19 in order to spy on their citizens and look for any potential religious people and anti-communists. These same methods to contact trace if a person may have come into contact with a person who has or is later found to have tested positive for COVID-19 could likewise be used by the government here to record your whereabouts and take note of your associates. The same powers that can be used to purportedly keep you safe and healthy can likewise be used to persecute you and stifle your God-given rights. For this reason, we ask that you continue contacting your congressmen and senators and urge them to oppose contact tracing bills H.R. 6666 in the House of Representatives and S. 3624 in the Senate. Should these bills pass and be signed into law, we will be one step closer to total government control over our lives and convergence with totalitarian communist nations. Next time, we'll take a closer look at APEC. Anyway, until then, take care and God bless.